Hey guys, you're out in time for summertime. Today I have here the Councilman, Mr. Riley. How you doing today?
Doing good. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling awesome. Now, thank you for throwing this beautiful silent party.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So it's our silent disco. Usually what I try to promote to residents is, every day we go to work, we go to school, we come back home, and we don't really get to connect with community members like that. So we do events like this so people can get to network and socialize amongst each other.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, why did you become a councilman out of all the things that you could have chosen in the government?
So I became a councilman actually by accident. I started an internship in 2008 with Carl Hastings. At that time, I thought all elected officials were old white guys. And Carl Hastings and Ruben Diaz Jr., who were my mentors, they really broke it down to me that politics is all local. And when I got back, my first job was working at the Eastchester Public Library, and Carl Hastings' office was 1 block away from the library. So I saw the same people that were coming into the library asking to use the computers, asking for access to books, but those same people were having housing issues, were having immigration issues, so that really made me know what was going on in my community, and I always like helping people. So I don't like to consider myself a politician or elected official. I like to consider myself a public servant.
And that's a beautiful thing. And by the way, I was able to interview Mr. Ruben Diaz, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, most definitely, man. That's my guy right there.
All right, I'll tell him you said hi.
I will. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Now, what were some of the challenges that you faced in your career, and how were you able to overcome it?
I think the biggest challenge I faced was imposter syndrome. Like I stated, when you look at elected officials, they don't usually look like me. I usually look like this all the time. So I think I had that issue where I felt like I didn't belong, but I do belong because the community really gravitates to me. I'm able to connect a lot of dots. I'm able to build bridges within the community and break barriers that are really going on. So I think that's the biggest challenge within myself was imposter syndrome. And outside of that, I mean, everything's a challenge, but everything is worth it, especially when you represent your community.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, what does the word community mean to you? And how does that go along with your career?
So I think the word community really means togetherness, a village. It means an ecosystem that you have to understand. You eat in your community, you sleep in your community, you use recreational space in your community. So community really means a great ecosystem that you really want to make sure that's beneficial to the person that's consuming it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell a little bit more about the event that we're having tomorrow to celebrate all the dads?
Man. So tomorrow we're doing our annual March of Dads. I have a nationwide organization. I'm one of the founding members of the Dad Gang. So we're trying to break the barriers that black fathers aren't involved in their children's lives. So tomorrow we're doing our staple event, March of Dads, where we go to a popular landmark within the city. We're doing the march in New York, in the Bronx, finally. We usually have it in Brooklyn, but we finally brought it to the Bronx. We're going to do that march, and then after we're going to do an activation with Lego, and then we're going to have dads going to the Children's Museum. So the Children's Museum really models the STEM model, where we're trying to get our children more acclimated with technology and science and education and English and math. So we really want to make sure that we're utilizing the Bronx Children's Museum. So we're inviting people there tomorrow.
Yes. You guys should definitely come because we're celebrating dads, and that means a lot, especially since we're also doing it through the Bronx Children's Museum. So not only do the children get to see it, but the dads get to see it, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
so shout out to you, shout out to the Bronx Children's Museum. You guys come out for your dads, for anyone that you love a lot, come out and celebrate with us.
Right. And also, it may not be Father's Day weekend, but last year I passed a bill, a resolution that made the entire month Fatherhood Recognition Month. So we're going to celebrate fatherhood throughout the entire June.
Yo, we got to clap to that now. We got to clap.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
That's an amazing thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Before you close out, he knows Abdul.
Oh, you know Abdul?
Yeah.
All right, you tell me, when did you meet him?
So he's a Sigma and I'm a Kappa. So we were able to connect through our fraternities, throughout our connection with events that we did throughout, Long Island and the city. So I've known him for a few years.
All right. Yeah. And I say that because I was able to meet him in Ghana, and then I was able to cover his whole concert. Thank you.
Things. You doing big things, he's doing big things, we all doing big things. That's what our community is doing.
So you should definitely come to Ghana for Afro Future.
I am definitely trying to be there for Afro Future. Most definitely.
See you there, because it's a very, very, very lit place to be.
Yep.
I was able to cover it.
We're going to see you in Ghana, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, look forward to that. I cannot wait. And when you go to Ghana, there's actually 2 words I want to teach you.
Which one teach me?
Akwaba, which means welcome.
Akwaba, which means welcome. Okay.
And Medasi, which means thank you.
Medasi, that means thank you. All right, I got it.
So
Akwaba and Medasi.
Yes.
Got it. Medasi.
Hey, Nesu Medasi. That's how we say thank you also.
Thank you, Madasi.
Until next time on Summertime.